Okay, I gotta also say this: rig deals too. I've been killing the game with as well, but I don't use them as much. So here's the thing: when the tides are so ridiculously strong and powerful, and the waves are big, I don't. It's tough to throw a rig deal because the rig deal is gonna be right on the surface there, and when you have a live one, you can cast it out there and it will swim down enough that it's like down, and that's when it's gonna get pounded. Because the 30 pounder I caught, I was fishing a Neil. It was losing its life slowly. It was getting less lively as I'm fishing it, and it get less lively, less lively, less lively, and then I switched to a new eel. Like second cast, I think I hooked the 30 pounder. So it was like right after I switched eels, and the thing was swimming down a little bit more, and you had these huge tides and this crazy current, and the eel just swims right down in front of the bass's face and it's gonna punch it, versus it having to go way up into the top section of the water where there's this crazy waves and splashing, and it's just like I don't want to deal with that. So especially when they're being finicky summer bass. And that's where you get those eels that swim down in there. And I was using huge eels. I was using like a 20-inch eel to start, and I didn't hook anything on that. And then I switched to like a 14-inch eel. So it was like a nice size one. It's like that big, and it was big enough that like it was still like pretty powerful, but it wasn't huge. It wasn't like that big and like that thick around and like craziness. And so I was throwing that, and it went swim down, and then boom, and then just like it hits it hard, and then you're like leaning on for dear life. Yeah, and that the footage of that, you literally see me. I'm leaning back like all the way into this fish. I'm leaning all the way back. The rod's like bent out, and I'm just like leaning all the way back into it. It's peeling. I mean, that was. I just can't wait until you guys see this stuff.